The world she belongs to is dangerous, and it found her.
And it's not just monsters and magic, is it? There's romance.
Okay, so today you are absolutely in for something fascinating. We're diving into Aunt Tigress. It's this really fresh urban fantasy novel.
Oh, yeah. What makes it stand out?
Well, for starters, it's set in Calgary, Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Not your typical fantasy backdrop.
Interesting. Calgary. And it mixes Chinese folklore with Sixica Nation mythology. That sounds like a really unique blend.
Exactly. That combination immediately grabbed me. Two really deep cultural histories just sort of colliding right there in a modern Canadian city.
Okay, tell me more. Who's at the heart of it?
The main character is Tam Lin, or Tam. And get this, she's descended from a powerful tiger spirit.
A tiger spirit, okay.
But she's trying her best to live this super quiet life. She's even a vegan.
A vegan tiger spirit descendant. That's quite the contrast. You've got that immediate tension having to her nature versus her choices.
Absolutely. That internal conflict is right there from the start.
Yeah.
But things don't stay quiet for long.
I figured they wouldn't. What happened?
Well, her estranged Aunt Tigress is murdered. Brutally. Skinned, actually.
Whoa. Okay, that's dark.
Yeah, and Tam inherits, well, not money or property. She gets an undead fox.
An undead fox?
Yeah, an undead fox. And a whole bunch of old enemies she didn't even know existed.
Yeah.
Suddenly, she's dragged right back into this world she was trying so hard to avoid.
She's just plunged right in, no escape, this hidden supernatural world operating just beneath the surface of Calgary.
Pretty much. It paints this picture of, the totally ordinary right next to the absolutely extraordinary.
I like that. So our mission today, then, is to unpack this setup, figure out what makes Aunt Tigress tick, what makes it feel different in the urban fantasy space.
That's the plan. Let's really get into those core elements.
Yeah.
Okay, so this idea of Tam fighting for normalcy while her heritage pulls her back in. It's familiar, sure, but the specifics here feel, I don't know, really sharp.
Mm-hmm. And the veganism aspect, it feels like more than just a quirk, right? Maybe a deliberate attempt to suppress that predatory nature.
Could be. And then bam, her aunt's violent death, inheriting this undead creature and enemies. It just shatters that attempt at control. The world she belongs to is dangerous, and it found her.
And it's not just monsters and magic, is it? There's romance mentioned, too.
Yes. There's Janet, a fellow student Tam develops feelings for. It's a Sapphic romance, which is great representation. And it sounds like this relationship might actually be tied into Tam's past somehow.
Oh, interesting. So the personal relationships are woven into the supernatural plot. It adds another layer beyond just, fighting bad guys.
Definitely. It seems to tie into her internal struggle, too. Like,
Yeah.
Can someone with her voracious upbringing, as the description puts it, even deserve happiness or redemption? Is she a monster?
Right, that question of redemption for someone who feels inherently monstrous, that's powerful stuff. It suggests a really deep personal journey for Tam.
Exactly. So it's looking like it's not just simple good versus evil. It's more nuanced. Themes of family, identity, culture, trauma. It seems packed.
And that unique world building is key, I think. Really integrating Chinese and Sixica mythologies, not just name dropping, but exploring how these different spiritual outlooks might actually interact. That's ambitious.
It really is. And apparently the tone manages to be witty and snarky despite all this.
Which can be a great way to handle heavy themes, right? A bit of humor makes the darkness bearable, maybe even more impactful.
True. And speaking of heavy themes, it also seems to tackle some real-world issues. Things like the safety of Indigenous women, cultural appropriation.
Wow, so it's aiming to be entertaining and socially conscious. That's a balancing act.
It is, but when it works, it can be really compelling. It adds this whole other dimension to the story.
So wrapping up our initial thoughts here, it sounds like Aunt Tigress offers a lot. We've got this conflicted protagonist, a really specific and vivid setting, blending mythologies in a new way.
Tackling big themes like identity and trauma, plus those real-world issues, all delivered with apparently some wit. It feels like a genuinely fresh take for you if you're into urban fantasy.
It really does seem to stand out. It makes you think, doesn't it?
Yeah. About what?
Well, considering how it mixes these fantastical elements, the tiger spirit, the undead fox, with very real, serious issues, what kind of unique insights could that specific blend give us about how we figure out our own identities, our sense of belonging, especially in a world that feels, increasingly complex and interconnected?
Grab Aunt Tigress by Emily Yu-Xuan Qin now on sale for $19.95. Don't miss this chance to build good habit and achieve remarkable results. Buy now today.
Like and subscribe for more Bookhaven podcasts.